Well, you've probably had their awesome barbecue, and now we're showing you how to make peg leg porkers barbecue sauce at home. Carey Bringle is with me. This guy is a world champion. I love you so much. I haven't seen you in a minute, so I'm glad that you came in to hang out with us. First of all, let's talk about sauce and when you're supposed to add it before we start cooking this, because I learned a long time ago it's not something that you put on before you cook.
No, sauce is something that you add generally towards the end of the cook, especially the sauce that we're going to make today. It's a tomato-based sauce. It's got some sugar in it, and so you don't want it to burn. You know, you don't want burnt sauce on your meat. You want nice, you know, sweet sauce that still tastes good. You might want to caramelize it on there a little bit, but typically it's going to be towards the very end of the cook or after you're done.
Well, and I think that that is important because I was of the mindset years ago, before I was schooled, that you just slather the sauce in there and stick it on the barbecue, and then when you pull it off, it's like burnt and awful.
Yeah, that's bad.
So this is a little bit different. We've got this ready to go. Now, you enter different sauces in competitions, and you actually got some accolades from Bon Appetit.
We did. Right? We got some accolades from Bon Appetit. They sought us out, said we were one of their top 5 championship sauces, and that was a nice. That was a nice compliment. And so, you know, what we're going to make today is it's a base sauce.
Okay.
And then you can change it up any way that you like to do, and you can make it what you want it to be.
That's what I like. All right.
So we're going to start with 2 cups of tomato ketchup.
Oh, really?
Yeah, tomato ketchup.
I'm so shocked right now.
Yeah, that's it. Now, this is a sort of a West Tennessee style sauce.
Okay, that's good.
So it's generally for like a barbecue sandwich. You might want to put it on ribs, or we've got some smoked chicken today, too.
Okay, perfect.
So then next we're going to add a 1/4 cup of apple cider vinegar.
Apple cider vinegar.
And I've got this on simmer on the eye. You can actually make this cold. We like to heat it up to 170 degrees if we're making a batch so that we cook out, you know, we make it safe so it'll last a little bit longer.
Okay.
We've got a 1/4 cup of brown sugar. This is light brown sugar. You can use dark if you'd like.
Okay.
And so I'm going to start just sort of stirring this together.
Okay, so talk to me about this, because the flavor profile of a sauce can kind of tell you where that sauce originated.
Absolutely.
Am I correct on that?
Yeah, absolutely. So in the Carolinas, you've got a vinegar-based sauce, which is vinegar and hot sauce and pepper flakes. They've also got mustard in the Carolinas.
Right.
Over in Kansas City, very sweet, sticky, may have some Worcestershire in it.
Yeah.
And in Memphis and West Tennessee, we have some vinegar, but mainly it's a tomato-based sauce that goes on a barbecue sandwich with sauce and slaw.
See, you never knew there was so much to be said about sauce, didn't you? Okay, what have I had
So we're adding, this is honey that we're adding right here.
Okay.
So we're putting, that's a 1/4 cup of honey.
That's nice.
And this, we've got this recipe on the website if you want to look it up.
That's what we're going to do.
And then the last thing that we're going to add here, well, maybe not the last thing, this is mustard.
Okay.
So it's just an 1/8 cup of mustard.
This is just plain old yellow mustard,
It's just plain yellow mustard. So this is a base.
Oh, I've dropped the whole thing in there. See, this is why I can't work in the kitchen.
There you go. Here's a thing. There you go.
Never going to get a job at his place.
This is a base sauce that, believe me, that's happened more than once at my place. This is a base sauce that that you can add stuff to. So, so once you have this base, we can add, like, I'm going to add a little bit of peg leg pork or dry seasoning.
Okay.
So we're going to add just a little bit of that in, maybe like an 1/8 cup.
Got it.
And that's going to add a little bit of color to it. It's going to add a little bit of flavor. And then what Kelly has in her hand is some red pepper jelly. So some people like to have a little, you know, sweet heat.
Okay.
And a pepper jelly or an Asian chili sauce can add that.
Yeah.
And so you get that in there. And now you can see we've got a good color.
Are we going to put this on some of our
let's take it. We've got a silicone brush right here. We've already got some chicken that's been smoked and some ribs that have been smoked. So we can just sort of brush that on.
I'm going to brush this on. And meanwhile, while I'm doing this, please tell everybody what's happening at the restaurant.
Well, we have had a great 4 years since we've been open. Everything's going dynamite, and we need more room. We're by the convention center, so we've got a lot of people that call for reservations and for private dining, and we are a fast casual restaurant. You walk up to the counter and you order, and so we're trying to add a little bit more space. So we're going up and we're going back. We're adding a commissary kitchen. We do full service catering outside of the restaurant as well as as well as the restaurant
Love it.
business. And
Here,
so
put that
I'll
on
put
those
this on these ribs.
So they're getting bigger and better. You can find this recipe. I mean, it's just, a base recipe that's like top 5 in the world. No big deal. It's on Peg Leg Porker. You can find it on todayinnashville.com. Peg Leg Porker on Glebe Street in the Gulch. Their menu's online. You can order online. He's going through construction. It's going to be amazing and even bigger.
And we will still be open during construction. So it may be a mess, but we're open.
Come on down.
Come on down.
It's all good. It's all good. Thank you for coming in.
It's always great to spend the day with you, Kelly.
Love having you here.
Thanks.